on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Second down and 3. Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's gone. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Throwing on second and long. Goff being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
They were trying to go to Brown once again. Third down here. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right.
Oh, Brown, a nice catch.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Play action. Now it's Bortles.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Bortles to throw. He lets one go deep for Wheaton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On second and 9, Goff. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second and 9, Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, panicking and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Swift, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Swift again.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 11 now. Bortles. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Escapes the defender. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there at 1st down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
That's complete to Troutman right side.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. To throw, it's Bortles. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
This is Swift on the counter.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 27, Goff. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Taken down by Pete Werner. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
Yeah, he had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Bortles now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Wheaton's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Bortles. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff escaping the pressure right. He hits Adams complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Taken from about the 12.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now Brown. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3 yards. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now gone. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's Gone. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken from about the 12.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here's Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal.
Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Bortles now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Bortles going to throw. His throw incomplete.
And Marquez Callaway, the one he was looking for.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. Bortles. And that is incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking deep for Adams.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down now, Swift, and space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brings up the 3rd and 3.
Goff on 3rd down, flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Fred, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 and enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly put...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
No, possession's over. After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. McCann's kick up and good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, Bortles. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Lions have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints 9-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Brown there to make the grab.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So then we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one. You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Bortles. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bortles.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Bortles. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Bortles.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Bortles. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Room here to run. And all the way down to the 27.
149 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing now, Goff. Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Goff. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. sliding out of the pocket. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a look now at Goff as he remains down and shaken up apparently. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
To throw, it's Bortles.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Throwing now is Bortles.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. He lets one go deep for Wheaton. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is